Lifting your puppy up. It's incredibly important. Let it be a grooming appointment, vet appointment, getting in the car, getting on the table, or getting from one hand to another. For whatever reason, your puppy needs to get used to this. Now, there are a few tips and tricks I wanted to share. So whenever you're lifting up your puppy, they're gonna be safe and they're gonna be the calmest. In case you're doing nail trimming, you want to get a good hold of the puppy, but you want to make sure that they're gonna stay still as well. So whenever you are getting your puppy up, let's say this is the ground and you go down, I like to go about picking them up this way. I'm right-handed, so my right hand is going to go under the chest area here in a hold that I will try to cover all three sides of the doggy. And this will be the main hold. This will be the main hold to keep the doggy still and comfortable. My other hold is going to be on the butt area. In case the puppy is a boy, we need to keep in mind that they have balls back there, and we definitely do not want to keep their full weight on the balls pressing against my hand. So what I like to do with boys like that, I either hold their legs a little bit further away, leaving enough room for the balls to kind of hang out, and I keep the doggy closer to me this way. Their head is going to be turning that way because they are curious what's going on back there. So you don't have to worry about that. Luna. And this is how it looks like when you are playing with puppies. And when you are working with puppies or kitty cats, they're gonna make crazy sounds all the time, and nothing will go as planned, or many things will not go as planned. So I like to hold them this way, and keeping them comfortable this way. Whenever I'm just lifting them up from the ground, I just grab one thigh, making sure that I'm not getting a hold of the balls back here or the vulva, and then I lift them up this way, like that, and I put them on the table like that. That's the fastest way I found and the safest way I found to keep them comfy and to lift them up easier. While puppies are growing up, they are not allowed to jump any bigger than their height up to the shoulder blades. So even if the grooming table can go down super low, you either want a step for your puppy to walk up there, even if it's like that high only, or you want to lift them up there. And regardless, there will be a time when your doggy needs to be lifted up, and we definitely want to make sure that they are going to be comfortable with close contact with the body. So with your body, with the, people in your family, friends, and with strangers, because in case there's an injury, an accident, and they need to bring out your puppy from the car or adult doggy, they need to be comfortable even in a scary situation, the most comfortable they possibly can. And in case they are used to it, they will be more comfortable even in tricky situations like that. So picking your puppy up is very handy doing it this way. I wanted to go through a few ways that I'm not really happy when I see, because it can hurt the doggy's front legs and shoulders. So whenever you pick up the puppy this way, these shoulders are really, really, really not happy. Plus, the doggy will scratch you and they will wiggle. They're not going to be comfortable. Their balancing is not going to be that awesome. And it just makes doggies wiggle even more. And from grooming perspective, it's not really ideal anyways, because we want the doggies to get a better understanding of staying still, and this will teach them to wiggle because they are uncomfortable, so they will go like crazy. And we want to make sure that they won't be able to wiggle out of the hold, and this is not a super safe hold to be in. So I don't recommend you doing that type of lifting up. And nor do I recommend lifting them up this way when you won't support the butt area, because they will also wiggle. There's going to be a lot of pressure on their body and on the rib cage, and they're not going to be comfortable, so they will be like, oh, leave me alone. Again, we are teaching the doggy to wiggle. One other tip I wanted to leave here, I have an elderly Labradoodle girl, and she taught her parents, or vice versa, I don't know what happened, that she jumps when she sees a certain body language that I have an intention of lifting her up. And that's a really, really dangerous situation and very undesired as the doggies age. The reason for that is whenever they are old and have bone or joint issues like the doggy has, we want them to conserve energy and stay as calm as possible. And in case they feel like helping, they should do it only on a verbal cue, because that's precise. Body language is not that precise whenever you're lifting a doggy up. You can get the dog used to hand signals and other more precise body languages, but whenever you are lifting up the doggy, they never know whether they should jump here, 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 or here, here. It's just a huge gray area, and they decide, and you are not ready, they are not ready, but they still jump and they can get hurt. So we want to make sure that whenever you're lifting the doggy up, either they will assist you with only when you give the verbal cue, or they won't assist you. That's awesome as well. It's totally perfect. And you will just lift them up while they are standing still. Actually, just by standing still, that's a huge assistance for us. So you don't have to chase the doggy down or keep them from jumping up whenever they are totally standing normal on all fours on the ground, and you can just lift them up. That's perfect.